Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday morning, about 10:30 on the 9th, and in preparation for our cave exploration later today, I was getting my go bag ready, and I was like, you know what? Folks might want to see this. So, a go bag or bug out bag is an essential part of an outdoorsman's life. Hell, even city folk, you should really think about getting you a little bag to store some of this stuff in. Now, mine is kind of customized. I had to take some stuff out of there to make room for my camera and camera supplies and mounts. But I just want to cover real quick some of the things I always have on me. Now, based on your experience as, outdoorsman, survivalist, prepper, whatever you want to call it, you would customize your bag based on your knowledge and skill set. If you're not very skilled, I would suggest taking one of each of all the basics, which we're going to cover. But myself, I remove my box of bandages and band-aids and first aid creams and all that today, because if I had to, I could use a sleeve of a shirt. I've got plenty extra 550 cord. I just kind of have it customized, and in case somebody gets snake bit, I got a way to make a tourniquet. I know we could slip and fall. Somebody could twist an ankle, break a leg, something like that. And if I need to steady them up, we could. So first, let's cover the bag. I got this bag roughly 10 years ago. It's been a great little bag. It's a shoulder bag, as you can see here. Single sling, and you got the other strap that goes around the other shoulder. But it's got all the pockets I need. It is perfect size. So first, as you can see here, I've got an extra blade. It's a good, solid, sturdy Gerber blade. I wore the case out. The case just came apart. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to strap this on the bag here. Put a piece of 550 cord. Wrap it around one of these. Military folks know what these are. Your web gear and all the molly gear. You usually get a bunch of these with it. I've had it for years. They're plastic. Great little tools to have. All right, I have a marker. This one is a Milwaukee shop marker. You never know when you're going to need. You never know when you're going to need it. Say we need to put on a tourniquet on somebody. You're supposed to loosen it to let a little bit of blood through, I think every 10 minutes. So when you apply a tourniquet, you're going to want to write down on that person, right on their arm, or on their forehead, as they teach in the military, the time, that you put it on. So you can, when you need to loosen, yada, yada. We're not going to get into that. First aid is a whole nother video. So let's start down here. Now we're going into a cave. So I have my headlamp. I have a little, it's like a Cordura bag. It's not waterproof, but I always keep a little bag on me, especially around ginseng time. I always have 3 or 4 of these little things in my bag. I collect different root, yellow root, cohosh. Got a little water collection bowl here. It's one of those pops out. This is for my dog mostly. He's got one in the side by side, and I always carry one in the bag. Cheap little set of binoculars. Binos are always good to have. If you see something that's over on a near hill or ridge and you don't want to expel the energy to go see what it is for yourself, you could always throw some glass on it and check it out through the binos. Compass, must have. You ever get lost, compass is just, it's worth every penny. And I use it a lot ginsenging as well, to discover, north versus south. I like to try to hit a lot of the north slopes first, and that's just a good way to check your direction. I got a backup little cheapo headlamp. It's never even been opened or used. I think it still has the little plastic sleeve in there that separates the battery from contact, and that just ensures that it's not going to accidentally get turned on and you're going to burn up your battery. A little Sheffield multi-tool. It's got basically screwdriver, it's got a little saw, a file, pliers, basically everything you're going to need. You know, it's not the best quality one, but it works, and that's what matters. Now this right here is 100-pound picture hanging wire. It's stainless steel. Now there's so much I can do with this, so much. Number one, which will be a video I make within the coming weeks, is I can start a fire with that thing. I don't want to give away any details or surprises, because it's going to be a pretty epic video, and I'm looking forward to make that one. But you know, it's braided, so you could always unwind this and use the separate pieces. You could make a little foot snare. You know, you could make a leader out of it if you were fishing. I carry fishing line, extra fishing line and hooks with me, so you could make a little still leader. Say if you were starving, needed to catch a big catfish or a turtle, and that's all you had, you know, you could do it. Ponchos, I usually carry 2 of these. They're cheap little $1 ponchos, $2 ponchos. You can get them about any big box store. But the great thing about this, it'll keep you dry. You can make a temporary little shelter out of it. You could store water in it, collect water through various methods. So much. If I needed to make me a little waterproof bag, say I had to swim across a river or a lake, or even make a flotation device. You know, if I was loaded down or I was injured and I need to get through a big body of water and kind of quick without drowning myself, you can't beat it. And I always carry a regular poncho for me. These are mostly for the things I just mentioned. You know, warmth, temporary shelter, flotation device, dry bag. So many things you could do with one of these little cheap ponchos. If you keep them folded up and put in the bags all nice like this, they don't take up any room in your go bag, and worth every penny. All right, as you can see, I got a couple of ferris rod, fire starters, extra lighter. You can't beat these. I know so many methods to start a fire that that's not one of my main concerns, but it just makes me feel good knowing that I have that. Comes in handy. Got some black tape, roll of black tape. Being we're taking the side-by-side out today and all that, you just never, black tape's a good thing to have. You know, you could wrap up a wound. You could use it to apply pressure. Say you get a puncture wound or a gunshot even. There's methods you could use with tape, a piece of stone, and a little piece of cloth to make one of the best bandages, pressure bandages, that you could ever want in a dire situation. Everybody knows what this is, a little bit of toilet paper. Now, toilet paper is great because you can start fires with it. I usually have a little bag. It's got a little bit of Vaseline in it, some extra matches. It's a little dry bag that goes in a little dry box. And toilet paper is always one of the things I put in there, some cotton balls. But for today, it's actually going to be used for its purpose, just in case it's needed. Little broken piece of a magnifying glass. Of course, everybody knows you could start a fire with this if needed. That's small, compact. It fits right in the bag about anywhere you want to put it. And you just basically put it in, forget it's there until you need it. Now this, it's a multi-functional tool here. You got a whistle for signaling. You got the compass. All right, let me set you down here real quick. I'm gonna unscrew this, bring you right back. All right, so as you can see in the lid, you got a little signal mirror. You know, if you were lost and you needed to signal to an aircraft or get up on top of a mountain to signal, you got that. And it's a good little tool to have. On the inside, we have matches, fishing line, and hooks. And it's kind of self-explanatory. You know, it's a way to warm yourself if your other methods don't work, or say you got a hurt arm and you can't really use both of your hands and you need to get warm. Well, these strike anywhere matches will sure help you. All right, next, 550 cord, and I can't stress this enough. 550 cord is probably one of the most important things that you can put in your go bag. You could use it for so many things, from medical to traps and snares, securing your gear, securing your camp. You know, there's bears around here. So when we go stay up in the woods on one of our adventures, I like to pull my my bag of food up into a tree where a bear can't get to it. And, you know, bears don't usually mess with people. They see people, they run away. However, the younger bears, they will get curious and they will come up and they will check out your camp. And if you have food on the ground, well, you're probably going to lose your food. All right, next I got a little tape measure. It's not really a necessity to have that in there. But, you know, when I see certain things in the woods and maybe I need a measurement. You know, like that turtle I seen down there the other day. If I'd have had that in my pocket, I would have known exactly how big that sucker was based on his drag. Some more 550 cord. I got another little sunglasses pouch. You know, these little bags, it's just good to have them around. And then this thing, I think I got this at Radio Shack for like 60 cents about 10, 12 years ago. I've never even had it out of there. It stayed in a drawer of this bag. But I tell you what, that's a cool little tool. You know, you got the can opener, you got different nut size here, you got a little blade there in the corner, you got a flathead screwdriver. You know, you can't really beat it. It's small. It's got a little lanyard hole here if you want to, you know, put it on a lanyard. But that's basically what's in my go bag right now. I also carry right here, as you can see, a little set of Hemostats, because you never know when you're going to need it. You know, you got a bad arterial bleed going on, or, you know, a fish hook in the finger. You know, Hemostats are just good to have. So always clip one of those on there. I've got a couple of these. I only have one on the bag right now. But I call it a minder, a cord minder. But you can run your 550 cord through there, and these teeth, once you run the 550 cord, it locks it in there. So if you were going to pull a bag up into a tree to keep it off the ground from the bears, you could use one of those. You don't even have to tie any knots or anything. You just hook it on there, zip, and just lift it right up. It's pretty sweet. But that is my go bag. I highly suggest picking you one up and start adding things. You know, it's a process. Like I said, the things you want to practice and work on more, if you're getting it for practice, get those. Get you a little Ferris rod. You know, start practicing finding tinder, fat wood, which we're going to cover all this stuff on the channel in the coming months. But I highly recommend picking up a go bag or bug out bag, whatever you want to call it. Some can be multifunctional, big bags. You can carry your hydration and food in. You know, there's things I'm missing. You know, I should have water purification tablets in here. There's a lot of things I have that I don't have in the bag right now, just because I got to put that camera equipment in there. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you take something from it. If you want to add something for me to cover at a later time, put it in the comments. Tell me what you carry around with you. I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys when we get down to the cave later today. I am so looking forward to it. Out.